Flexibility, the quality of bending easily without breaking. I think I meet that definition.
Is this like...
Hi guys, so I'm coming at you with another video. This one I have wanted to make for a while and we're doing it today. So I haven't actually posted a lot of flexibility / my flexibility journey on this channel, but I thought I would go ahead and tell you guys about it. So around July of 2017, I set a goal for myself, and that was to do the split. I was already naturally a little bit flexible, and I think a big part of that was taking gymnastics when I was younger, but I wasn't too serious about it. So every day I would practice and get farther and farther into my splits. Finally, I got my right side because that's my good leg. But the more I practiced, the more I was able to do other things. Soon after I got my right split, then I got my middle split, and then it was way easier to do my left split. And from that moment on, I've been practicing other stuff like my back bend, front walkover, back walkover, things like that. But I wanted to make an advice video if any of you are wanting to get more flexible, or if you want to do the splits like I did, which I'm going to make a whole separate video on some of the stretches that I found effective to doing the splits. Before I begin actually giving the tips, please take all of them with a grain of salt. Not all of them are going to be as effective for you as they were for me, but these are just very general, so you can plug in any aspect that you want to focus on, whether that's back flexibility, hip, hamstring, anything else, I don't know, wrist. Let's go ahead and start with the tips. The first tip is to be patient. You're not going to achieve your goal in one day. It might take a month to achieve your goal. It might take 10 years. As long as you're working towards it, you're going to slowly get better at it. But no one, absolutely no one is going to get it the first try, and you have to remind yourself that. It can be very frustrating when you've been practicing for a long time, or if you get sore and so you can't really practice as much as you'd like, and when you go back to it, it's not as good as it was because your muscles haven't been doing it for a while. You have to remind yourself that you will be able to do it. You just have to be patient and you will get there. Following up to that, the second tip is to practice as much as possible. I understand that we all have busy schedules, but any time that you have that you feel like practicing, do it and you will not regret it. I recommend practicing about 30 minutes a day. It doesn't take that long to do. It will definitely help your flexibility. Number 3, once again, very general, you need to set a goal. You can easily lose your motivation if you're just saying, oh yeah, I want to practice, and be very vague about it. But as long as you're setting a goal, you're going to find it easier to stay on track and working towards completing your goal. The feeling of success when you finally complete your goal, it's a great feeling. Tip number 4 is to make a stretching routine. This can be as easy as finding one online or just finding stretches that you find most effective for yourself. What I recommend is following along with a few of those videos or other online sources, and then taking the ones which you found most valuable and then putting that into your stretching routine. For my 5th and final tip, I don't want you to take it the wrong way. To push your limits, but not so much to where it's a problem. A good example is if you're really close to doing the splits and then pushing yourself into actually doing the splits, making sure that you aren't in excruciating pain or anything. A bad example of pushing your limits is starting from a very far distance of getting your splits and pushing yourself all the way into them. If you do this, you could easily damage something and not be able to stretch as not be able to do the stretch as good as you did before. But those are all my tips today. If you are interested in seeing how to do the splits video, make sure you give this video a like and comment down below making sure that you would like to see it, and also subscribe so you can figure out when I post it. That is all, and I hope to see you next time. Till then, penguin!